Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Neca's A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors Freddy. And I do believe this is the ultimate version. And I gotta give a huge shout out to my boy Nate Simmons, aka Syndicate Santa. He was thinning out his collection, was selling off some pieces, and he knew I was looking for this figure, and he sent it my way. And in that box, we got his information. So make sure you check out my boy Nathan Simmons. That's his YouTube name, that's his Instagram, and there's an email if you want to send him an email and say hey. But this is a little cool little card that he sent with the Freddy figure. And it comes in that typical style Neca packaging. It says Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors, as it's all blurry and not focused. There we go. It says it on the side with a little bit of Body of Souls with the Neca. And then on the back, we do get a read up right there. If it'll focus for me. Come on, focus. Make sure you pause it if you want to see it. Images of the product, because they are not scared to take images of their own figures, use them on the packaging, which is awesome. And then inside, you open this bad boy, and we got blurry Freddy right there. There we go. Freddy showing off his chest of souls, which looks wicked. And you get the window showing off Freddy and all his contents, and it looks great. Now, there was a little extra loose thing in there, and Nate's like, did you find a little extra thing? And I was like, what are you talking about? He actually tossed in one of the Neca stands for this Freddy, which is awesome. You can never have too many stands, and I'm pretty stoked to get him out of the package. Again, Nathan, if you're watching my stuff, watching this video specifically, thank you from the bottom of my heart, brother. And, you know, I'm always going to be looking out for you as well. So anything that you're looking for, you know, just send me that list, and I'll keep hunting as well for you. So let's go ahead and get Freddy out of the package. Freddy looks great out of the package, and if you're familiar with Neca and their figures, they will load them with a ton of accessories. Freddy comes with two alternate hands, both of them with these syringe fingertips. If you're familiar with Dream Warriors, this is an iconic piece that is needed, especially for this figure. Now, up close, I wish that, like, the glove looks great, the hand looks like a burnt hand. It's just the tips of those needles. They casted them in that translucent plastic to give it that needle liquid filled look, and it has the plungers and everything. It's just the tips of the needle are too thick. It's almost like I just need to cut them off and glue pins in there or something like that. I don't know. It's just like they're all bent in different directions. This one's more straight than this one. But yeah, they're supposed to be syringes full of drugs or whatever they wanted to pump into it. I don't know if it was poison or if it was drugs or something like that. It was something to do with that scene, because the person was an addict. So pretty crazy that you get these, but still, it's an iconic piece of the film. And then he wouldn't be Freddy without his trusty hat, his little fedora, whatever you want to call it. It is sculpted pretty nice, has a nice texture over it. It looks like a brown hat. Put the 3 in it. Then we get the house. This was a house that was being built out of popsicle sticks, resembling the iconic home on Elm Street. And this is done all right. It looks sloppy, and it looks like it'd be made out of popsicle sticks. Half painted everything. One of my buddies, Cody, his sister made him a replica of this, and it looks pretty awesome. So, yeah, like, cool that we got this. Wasn't needed, but it's cool that we got it. And then we get, I don't even know where to start. These next 3 pieces are really cool pieces. I'll start with his alternate head. The alternate head has a cross, like, burnt in. He's like all screaming and stuff like that. And it has a big old clear chunk of plastic in the back because it has light piping that doesn't really want to work as nice as it could. But still, it's a really good head sculpt. Then we get his little puppet version of himself. And he has articulation actually on this. So you get some arm movements. This one is it might, but I'm not going to force it. It's pretty much stuck. And his head can actually go left and right. Nice little sculpt. Could use a wash and stuff. Love the little veiny look on his chest. Creepy little dude. And then he does come with this little like blood splatter stand that he stands on, because that's how you get him to stand on the ground. So get a little puppet Freddy with him. Last but not least, we got his shirt ripped open, showing his chest, just showing all the souls he's consumed. And this right here is amazing. And this is really a good reason I wanted like this version of Freddy, because I think this is a very, very disgustingly iconic scene right here. All the souls and stuff. Like, he has a lot of like iconic moments. That's the inside of the body piece. But let's dive into Freddy himself. So this Freddy looks great. Like, look at his grin, that look. He has that like shine to his skin. It's just so nasty, but really awesome. And his sweater, sculpted very nicely. Looks a little dingy, dirty along the arms. It's the iconic Freddy sweater. Then he's got some pants, some slacks, a little baggy on them. But we get some slacks, and then we get his little leather shoes. And those things actually have quite a bit of detail to them. If it'll focus on the shoes. The shoes. There we go. Looking really nice. And then, wanted to save this one. Get to look at that iconic claw there. Really nice weathering going on. The detail, the sculpt work, very awesome. And the blades look good. Even has the hole in the bottom, showing off his palm of his hand. It's awesome. The grin. The grin is great. So articulation wise, he can move his head a little bit down, move his head a little bit up. Nothing crazy. So it's nothing that's going to be like you need to write home about. His arm can go up like so. It's got the single jointed elbow, and it does pivot at the elbow. Wrist has some rotation in there. Sort of gets caught up on his sleeve of his sweater, but it does have wrist bend. So I dig it. Now, one thing you got to watch out for, because the body comes apart, when you're moving him around, it's like the shoulders want to separate. So you can see how they just separated by lifting up his arm. Reminds me of some old action figures with action features that shoot the chest off. He doesn't have any ab crunch. He has a little bit of a waist swivel there, like a pivot. I don't even know what's going on under there. Let me get his arms up out of the way. And then you do the splits like crazy. Van Damme. You can do a full Spartan kick, single jointed knee, and then it pivots at the knee. And then his feet barely move. It's a little bit of pivot and bending, but nothing too crazy. I mean, it's unfortunate, but it's how the sculpted pants sort of restrict the feet. So I did have to bust out that little bit of Neca stand to get him in a nice pose because of his feet. His feet just don't want to pose up, so I had to bust out the Neca stand to get him to stand. But I mean, you get him in that iconic, creepy pose, looking very, very cool. And it's like, that's really probably the way I'm going to have him pose. Something simple, I know, but it's just, that's Freddy to me. That's iconic Freddy. But let's get some stuff swapped out on him. So then you can put his little chest piece on, and I mean, he doesn't look bad. It's it's just with his hands and stuff. I would love to be able to like move his hand up and almost have him like he's rubbing or touching his chest or something, but it's like, you know, limited on how you can angle his hand and stuff like that. And I mean, you can still put his hand up to attack with this claw and everything like that, but pretty cool. And just to sort of show you how his chest comes off, I mean, it's pretty easy. Just like so. I'd be able to store something in there. Wait, would that work? Nope. You got the little shelf part in there. Dang. Store extra parts in them and stuff like that. So I just had to show you how the light piping work. I had to put the camera in the back. As you can see, Bazooka Joe in the background is super lit up because my light's back there, just so it can project into the back of his skull. Because if you see, the cross lights up with the proper lighting and everything like that. I wish this came out a little bit more current, because we probably would have got an LED built into it or something like that, because it's very much of a challenge to really capture that, you know, glowing part to him. This Freddy is a very wicked Freddy. I mean, he comes with a ton of accessories to really build character with him. I mean, he's already awesome as is, but you got a lot of attitude, and really you can express yourself or express Freddy with all the accessories that he comes with. If you want the little fedora hat on his little, you know, head to cover up the cross, just to give him that menacing look, you definitely can. And I mean, I really, really like this Freddy. I love this Freddy. I'm happy to have it. That's why I was looking for this Freddy Kreuger, because I was only aiming to get one. Now, Neca might surprise me with the Freddy vs. Jason Freddy if they come out with it, which something tells me they will, because they're releasing Jason, which I definitely got to get a hold of. So they might surprise me and come out with that Freddy vs. Jason Freddy and just have it look amazing, and I'll be like, man, I got to get a second Freddy. And it's like I'm really trying not to get like a bunch of the same character, but sometimes it's hard because you get some really nice Freddys, and all the Jasons, I mean, are pretty much different in every movie. So again, a huge shout out to Nathan Simmons. Thank you, brother. Now I have a Freddy as a part of my collection, and especially the one from Dream Warrior. So I'm really stoked to have that. Thank you. And everybody watching, this sums up my unboxing review of Neca's Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors Freddy Kreuger. If you guys like what you saw, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. Make sure you check out Toyco Toys and Collectibles. Website's down below. Check it out. A lot of collectibles there. You got the free shipping promo code down there. Get some stuff delivered to your doorstep for free instead of wasting gas, time, and money and scalping pricing. And you get 2 Facebook groups to check out. You got the Toyco community. Interact with your fellow nerd collector. You know, talk figures, trade figures. Just a really good group to be a part of. Then you got the pre-order group. Join up. You at least know what's coming out. Being in the know with collecting is definitely a plus. You get to know when stuff's coming out. You get to get dibs on these pre-order pricing. Is again, I'm going to keep saying this, Andrew prices his pre-orders very, very well and very competitive. They're awesome. And I want you guys to make sure when you guys go hunting to have the best luck hunting. Keep on collecting and have a beautiful day.